This video isn't going to get any views, but damn do I need to rant. I think I discovered the worst character in any video game that I have ever played. And I'm really wondering, like, why is this getting under my skin? And I think it's because there's a dose of reality to this character. I mean, you probably know human beings from real life that have certain traits that this character has, and it drove me insane. Like, throughout the entire story, I was definitely at one point just trying to kill her off. There is no option. The story takes place in a medieval society where reputation is everything. I mean, if your family doesn't have high reputation, then not only do you get disrespected by the people around you, but you also can't get a job. And worse of all, other noble houses with more reputation can then try to bully your house. So reputation is everything, okay? Now, the head of the family, the noble, is a cock. There's a peasant woman who sleeps around with another noble, and when she gets pregnant, the noble refuses to marry her, throws her on the streets, and your father takes pity in this woman. He marries her, takes her into his household, and raises her kid. And her kid is this, like, annoying bitch called Gloria. I mean, my God, like, okay. So why is she annoying? Well, she's a peasant woman, okay? Like, she's not a noble like her father. She's not a noble like her brother. So she lashes out at society. She knows she's not allowed to write poetry, but does it anyway. She knows she is not allowed to wear male clothing, but does it anyway. Like, literally everything she does is to bring shame on the family. And she doesn't do it inside the household. No. She does it in public. Like, she manages to get in all sorts of trouble, just constantly working tirelessly in order to bring more shame and dishonor on the family. Now, the reason this is hilarious is because the family is trying to achieve what is called the nobility of the sword. Basically, if a family becomes prestigious enough, they can ascend the rank of nobility. And if that were to happen, she would become noble herself. Alright, so she is basically working against her fucking interests by screwing everyone in the family up. Like, literally everyone is trying in order to improve the family reputation and wealth, and she just does the opposite. And the game, like, tries to make you look at her as if she's some freaking victim. Okay, she is not a victim. She, despite of her upbringing and despite the fact that she is a lowborn, she doesn't have to work. Okay, she is at the same table with all the other family that she's got, which are nobles, and she doesn't have to work, which is why she is so freaking spoiled, and it's why I kind of relate to the character, because she never had to toil a single day in her life. The only thing that she is suffering is the arguments with her brother, and the fact that the brother, and I don't even think like the father, but it's just like the brother looks down on her because of her station. But other than that, like, everyone treats her with respect. Like, I'm pretty sure the other peasantry treats her with respect. I'm pretty sure, like, everyone else from that town treats her with respect. It's just like her brother doesn't acknowledge her, so she's lashing out. And she's, like, constantly trying to undermine anything that her family does. And what's, like, the most funny thing of all is that I was, like, trying to get rid of her, and you can actually get her to marry a noble, which apparently she kind of likes. Like, she's not really thinking that he's a disgusting guy or anything like that. No. It's a noble from a very prestigious family that she kind of likes, but for some reason, like, she just doesn't want to marry him. But you can convince her, you can persuade her, and after marrying him, right, she finally leaves the house, and, like, she is incredibly gloomy and doesn't like the fact that she has to do this. And now she can actually write the poetry that she always wanted, right? I mean, the only reason she wasn't allowed is because only nobles are allowed to write poetry. It's probably because a lot of propaganda can be done through poetry, so they wouldn't let the peasantry do that. Instead, it was only the nobles that could put poetry onto paper. So now she can finally do it, because now she's a fucking noble, right? She's a freaking noble, but she's unhappy. And she's like, oh, she lost the inspiration for poetry. Like, motherfucker. And not only that, okay, like, she says that the husband treats her very well, and gives everything that she wants, but every day she's just wanting less. And I'm like thinking, it's like this is the first world problem woman of the medieval society. I mean, she doesn't have a cause, okay? She doesn't like try to change the world, because like I would understand if she's like a revolutionary or something, but no, 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 no. The only thing she cares about is herself, okay? Me. Is the most entitled bitch that I have ever experienced in every video game ever. You know, like other character, you know, they may have a reason to be entitled, or at least you can understand their motivation. No, like her motivation is simple. She's selfish, okay? She puts herself in front of everything. Doesn't care the people that she hurts. Doesn't care about anything else. It's like her existence, her wishes, her desires. And when she finally gets her desires, she stops caring about them. It's like the drama queen, like literally the embodiment of the drama queen. Like this woman is perpetually unhappy because the moment she is happy, I suppose, it robs her of her essence. And I think like this is why it's a very interesting character, and it's why it's a very well done character that I have not experienced in other video games, because it's very relatable to other people in real life. It's people who literally have nothing to do. I'm like, she doesn't have a job, so the only thing left is to complain and whine and moan and bitch until things go her way. And when things go her way, she's really sad because she doesn't want things to go her way. What she wants is to complain. So yeah, like the first world prima donna problems of medieval society. Like, congratulations, that's the character. And by the way, like the other family members aren't perfect. I mean, you get a brother that is unable to go to university because he's dumb. He is very demotivated. He's a drunk. But like at least you kind of understand that he just can't do better. You know, those are his limitations, and he just can't rise above his station. So you kind of get used to it. The other brother is a complete asshole if you're not a noble. Like, he looks down on anyone that's not nobility. But like at least you understand because he was raised that way. He was forced by his grandfather in order to behave in such a manner. But with her, like, there is literally no reason why she's behaving like this. Like, she is not forced to marry anyone until late on in the game. I think she's like in her 20s when she's finally. And again, like, she's not forced. Like, she can also say no, right? Like, you gotta persuade her. You gotta get on her good sides in order to convince her to marry this noble that she kind of likes. She's never mistreated. I mean, like there's once in her childhood where grandfather beats her, but like that's literally it. And she's not mistreated. And what's interesting is that there's a way to solve a fight between her and the brother by sending her on a vacation. So you actually spend money from the family wealth in order to have this prima donna just go on a vacation. It's insane. And I really, and it's annoying if you want to go for the path to have like family unity, because you have to bring her in, and it's. I was upset that there's no way you can kill her. Like, literally, there is one time where she gets in danger, and there is no option. You can just go like, you know what? Nope. Just like let's pretend we haven't heard, and leave her alone. Leave her to the devices. And her poetry isn't even that good. I mean, it sucks. Yeah. So let me know what you think. I'll see you guys in the comment section.